Hey, my name's Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
Welcome to Sales Funnel Radio, where you'll learn marketing strategies to grow your online business using today's best internet sales funnels. And now, here's your host, Steve Larsen.
All right, guys, what's going on? Excuse me. So I have a story for you today. So I've been, you know, what's funny is that every time you start publishing anything, you're going to start getting a lot of questions, right? And so I published this podcast. I have 600 followers on Periscope, and I think you can still look at it actually. If you look at like my YouTube channel and stuff, there's not that many videos, but like 40, I think. And I show a lot of strategies, that sometimes require a screen on the internet and things like that. But it's interesting though. That's actually an aspect I was not expecting when I started. I just wanted to show people how to do some cool stuff with online marketing, and it's kind of developed into this thing as people have started, asking. And so, anyways, I get probably 1 to 2 questions a day right now, which isn't a lot, but it's surprising to me how many people that even is right there, because sometimes they're not like small questions. They're like, hey, will you build my sales funnel for me? And I'm like, sure, my fee is 10 grand, but yeah. And anyways, so I actually, it's funny though what it does to your friends when you start publishing and when you actually like try and make a personal brand. So if any of you guys are thinking about this, just know that this is about to happen, right? You're gonna get some friends that are okay with that, and then other friends that are almost like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like, they're not jealous, because it's not like I'm Steve Larsen from Littleton, Colorado. I'm not like, it's not like my name's on the news or anything. I just like to publish. I feel like I have things to say, and I've got a sweet job, a sweet personal business, and I get asked a lot of questions anyway, so I thought I might as well publish what people are asking and answer it. That's like the basis of this podcast, right? So anyways, like you'll get a divide, you'll see, of people who are openly supporting you, and then some people just kind of fade away into the distance, and they kind of get pissed off. And I think a lot of it is because on what I'm publishing, like right here on Sales Funnel Radio or anywhere else, is intimidating to them, meaning they don't want to do what I'm saying, even though what I'm saying, like I know it works because I do it all day. I figured out a little bit ago, I'm spending about 12 hours a day building sales funnels right now. 12 hours a day. Oh my gosh. And doing things that are related to it. So it's a lot of time. So anyways, I had a buddy who was texting me, and he's like, hey man, dude, I love what you're doing. I remember when you and I, did that together a while, and he said, and if you're listening to this right now, man, this is out of love. All right. This is medicine. But he said, I so wish that I could be doing what you are. And I wanted to just like flip my computer. Like, you were doing it. We did do it together, like you can't get in that mentality. If you guys are listening to this and you're in that mentality of, oh, I just so wish I could build sales funnels, or I so wish I had a business, or I so wish I could do my hobby and make money with it. You freaking can't. My hands are literally up right now. Okay, stop. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, stop. Okay, I get up at 5 o'clock every day, and I don't want to hear it. If it means like, that's how I've built my business on the side of a full-time job. All right, is I get up early, and it sucks sometimes. I mean, I'm like crazy tired. I've been tired for 5 years, so I have nothing to complain about. Like, nothing's new. So I get up at 5. I get ready for the day. And then I live so close to our office that I just bike there. It's 1.6 miles away. It was 4.5 miles away. That was a longer bike ride, but I bike to the office every day, which I know might sound goofy, but I mean, I sit at a computer all day long, so why would I not, try and move? I haven't lifted in a long time, but all right. Sorry, I'm getting side tangents. I have a lot of thoughts this morning, but the point is like you can, and you need to be able to see yourself as an exception, right? A lot of people they want to live exceptionally, but they are very, very, very scared to do anything that's exceptional on the way, right? It's that path that leads up to being exceptional, to doing things that's amazing. I used to call myself the student of exceptions, and I still do. But the reason why is because when I was in college, I literally was the student of exceptions. I should not have been accepted to that college. My grades were so bad in high school, right? But then I got around and I learned how to learn, and I got straight A's, basically. I never got any C's, but I got very few B's. I ended with a 3.8 with 170 credits. Now, I went to BYU Idaho, and they kick you out after like 140 credits because the point of college is not to stay there forever, right? They want you to move on. So they put a credit limit on there. I had 170 credits. That's like 2.5, 3 semesters more than I should have been there. Why? Because I don't do it because I think I'm better than people, but I just want to, like, there's certain things that I want. And by merely asking for them, I get them. And that's why I work for Russell Brunson. And that's why you just gotta, you need to get out of the same, there's this commercial, I can't remember what commercial it was or what company it was for, but he's in the exact same grooves every single day. So his footprints are already in the ground, exactly where his feet are. Like in the grass, his footprint is worn away in the grass. Wherever he puts his hands every day, there's like a sunken imprint. He's doing the same thing every single day. And then one day he turns and he sees something new, and it's their product or whatever, and he changes his path, changes his course. And it's the exact same thing. And so I want to cure you guys of this. I'm not saying you need to if you're listening to this, but if you want to know the cure, here it is. You got to go do things that are a little bit crazy, that get you out of your comfort zone, that that require you asking for them. There's so many things that I've done in my life that is sweet because I've asked for them. When I went through basic training for the Army, the reason I was able to do so many cool extra things in there that a lot of people were not able to do, and they were getting smoked and doing push-ups and stuff like that. Like, I did a lot of that too, but it's because I was asking for it. They'd be like, oh, dude, if the drill sergeants, if they come to you and they're looking for volunteers, always say no. And I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would you do that? You guys are here to experience it. Experience it. Who cares if it's freaking hard? You have to get up a little bit early. Like, it just pisses me off when people say that. Oh, I have to get up early. All right, then you clearly are not ever going to do anything exceptional in your life. All right, if sleep is the thing that you're like, all right. Anyways, I still get 6 hours of sleep a night. You can survive off that. That's totally fine. I'm not like stretching it to the limit and about to have a heart attack. All right. But what's cool is that, like, in basic, I was able to do all these extra things. So many extra things. I was able to do a lot with, like, and some of you guys that have been, you know what I'm talking about, but a lot of extra cool things with ammo and just being on the side of the drill sergeant. I got to learn a lot more about what they do rather than just be, a peasant. And so, like, my philosophy was to volunteer for everything that, like, it's the same thing, like, in church. Like, I used to do that a lot more. That's pretty open. I used to do a lot more. But anytime any volunteers popped up, boom, raise your hand. Hey, just raise your hand. Just be in the mode and mindset of raising your hand and just do that stuff. Just volunteer for everything in your life. If there's an opportunity, take it, even if you don't know how to do it. I am not a programmer. I'm not a coder, but I just taught myself CSS a month ago, and I'm using it like crazy, right? And I would never consider myself a coder or programmer because that's like an easy code language. But, like, that's the point, though, is that you can learn off all the stuff you need to from YouTube, right? Be willing to sacrifice for what it is that you want. And if you're not willing to, like, stop complaining. Don't contact me and tell me that you need to change your life, but you're not willing to do anything different with your habits, right? There was I think it was a Tony Robbins quote. He said, I'm going to butcher it, but he said basically that successful people are just standing on a foundation of good habits. That's basically what he said. You can't do anything without good habits, right? That's all they are. When I realized that's when I was like, that makes sense. Because if you can't control your own day and your own time, you're not going to be able to control anything else. So I'm going to get up at 5 so that I can still spend evenings with my family, which 5 is not that early. And and then I'm going to go build my business during that time. And I've done some crazy stuff, since the beginning of this podcast. I just interviewed some other really cool people for this podcast. You guys will see them on this episode list if you haven't already, but I just want to cure you guys of it. So, okay, here's a story. Like, you get into the mode of doing goofy things also. You really need to get out of your comfort zone on this stuff. So, I'm telling you right now, you've got to go do something crazy. So, I was a crazy kid growing up, right? A lot of people say that, oh, yeah, we did all this crazy stuff. But then they'll say, yeah, we were nuts one day. We did a prank phone call. And I was like, oh, okay, let me redefine crazy for you. I remember, so we used to go, just to get out of comfort zone or just be funny and goofy, we'd go through the Taco Bell drive-thru backwards and just stare at the people who were behind us in line. Like, crazy stuff like that. Like, we would go, I don't have much stuff I want to tell you guys because that's pretty lightweight still. I'll skip one other one because that one is actually a little bit sketchy. But we would go park our car in front of like drive-thrus and just set the car alarm off. Like stupid stuff like that teenagers do that isn't good or whatever. But I feel like because I was able to go do that kind of stuff, like we had these potato cannons that we built. And we lived near the back nine of a public golf course, right? And anytime we saw someone teeing off, after they tee off, we would just like shoot potato cannons with golf balls in them to rain golf balls across the fairway. And the person couldn't find their ball. Not because we took it, because we added so many. But like goofy crap like that. You have to be willing to highlight your differences. It's not about focusing on your weaknesses or focusing on your strengths. It's actually about focusing on what you're different at, right? Why are you different? Because everyone has strengths and we all categorize them. So your strengths end up being similar to someone else's anyways. It's more about highlighting differences. And so become a student of exceptions in what entertains you, in your business, in what it is that you like, and just merely do it by just asking, right? There's no way I should have graduated the way I did, but I ended up graduating the way I did with the entrepreneurial award and all these other cool things because I asked. I didn't ask for the award; they gave that to you, obviously. But I got in the position to get it by asking for certain things that others were not willing to do because of rules and things that I can't do this or that. Anyways, I'm rambling, like the point's already been made. I'm rambling on way too much. All I want you to go do is do things that get you way outside your comfort zone and just start asking for stuff, right? Call a sales guy, ask him to pitch you. I've done that. It's really interesting. Ask people to, I don't know. It could be even simple, stupid stuff that just gets you out of your comfort zone. Like when the car's parked at a red light, run around and do the fireman drill or whatever, the Chinese fire drill. Like anything. You just can't stay in the same path. That's the point. Right? If you're so scared for other people to see you and think about what it is you're doing and what are they thinking and are they judging me? Man, who gives a crap? I don't care. Like, I don't care if you like this podcast or not. It's fun. It's as much for me as it is for people who are listening, and a lot of people who do find value in it. So if it's not for you, that's fine. It means I'm not speaking to you. You're not in my audience, and that's okay. But it's the same thing with your personal business. Like, find your differences and find where your exceptions are. And be willing to say, yes, that is my exception. I am an exception, right? I am exceptional. I'm an exception to the rule. And I have been an exception to the rule for like the last 5 years specifically, like on purpose. I've tried to do that. And it's cool what happens when you start to do that. And it's not because I think I'm better than other people. I just think those rules don't apply to me because there are no rules in life. That's my philosophy. You guys, if you've been listening to my podcast or followed me at all on any other platform, you know I've said that before. I really don't think that there's no rules in life. There's only models, right? What's the model to become someone who's wealthy? Well, you can look at other wealthy people and see what they've done and just do what they did, right? That's a model. What's the model to get in jail? I can tell you exactly how to get in jail. There's a model for how to get in jail, right? There's certain things that you can do and not do, and I guess that's where people would argue, well, that's where the rules are. But still, like, I can tell you how to get in jail. I can tell you how to get out of it. You all know that too. I can tell you how to make money. I can tell you how to not. There's models. I can tell you how to get fat. I can tell you how to get healthy. There's models, right? I'm telling you right now, my model for getting up and doing exceptional things is to get up at 5 o'clock. That's funnel building time. And then I get up and crush it. I get up And I literally think to myself, go, 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 crush. I'm going to destroy, I'm going to destroy today. I used to look in the mirror and I would smack my fist, and you guys would probably laugh at this, but I would hit the counter with my hand, boom, and I'd slam it and go, I am Steve freaking Larsen. I am the man, And I did that a lot, like when I didn't feel a lot of confidence. Then I'd be like, I can do anything. Don't tell me what I can't do, I'd be like yelling, pumping myself up in the mirror. And I firmly believe in that stuff. And you need to, like, self-talk. Self-talk is totally fine. But as you're going through this mental shift of being a student of exceptions, right? And just ask for exceptions. Be an exception to the rule in some things. If you're not breaking the law, then it doesn't matter, right? Right? There's really only 3 codes, right? Don't break your moral code. Don't break don't break the I'm Mormon, all right? Don't break your religious code, right? And then my third one is to bend the crap out of rules. I purposefully do that. That's been one of my mantras for, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Maybe not 15, but probably like 10 years. Yeah. Don't break rules. Don't break commandments. Bend the living crap out of rules, and on purpose. I do that all the time, and I'm just trying to tell you guys, and I'm sorry I've been going on for 15 minutes now, but that's just, it bugs me so much when people come and they'll say, well, I can't do it because I have a full-time job. Bullcrap, I do too. All right, stop. Anyways, I can't do it because I don't have any money. I don't either. I go sell something. I get a commission off of it whenever my business needs money, right? I have money now. But that's how I started, right? Whenever I needed money, I just go sell something, right? And you don't need funding to get a business going. That's total garbage, all right? I don't sell... I don't need funding to go sell $10,000 custom sales funnels to people. I don't, right? And I focus on the real estate niche. I build mostly real estate funnels. Like, I just don't. I don't need to do that. Why do you need to do that at all? If you need money for ads, go mow a lawn. Bootstrap the thing. You'll get way more out of it. The business will remain yours. You're not going to give any of it away. Anyways, guys, I'm on crazy rants right now. It really makes me... I guess I should call this the rant session. The student of exceptions rant style or something like that. Maybe I'll put that in there. But anyways, so that's your homework assignment. Go do things that get out of your comfort zone. Become a student of exemptions. I'm not even saying it right anymore. But remember to don't break the law. Don't break whatever your moral code is. But break rules. They're not even real anyways. Someone who is an authority figure decided them, and that doesn't mean that they represent the law, and it doesn't mean they represent your moral code. So just, a lot of times they don't matter. If it's a fence, it's like, do not cross this fence, I'm not saying go trespass, but like on a golf course, that's what we used to go to the golf course all the time growing up. Not for golfing. Collect golf balls and things like that. Anyways, my point is made. Go do that, and I want to go on the Facebook page, if you will, and just say, I am a student of exceptions because... ... and please fill it out. Tell me what crazy thing you've done, whether it's something entertaining, something with business, some other personal goal. Just let me know what it is, because I want to bond with someone out there, because this has been my mentality for the last, I said probably about 10 years, 5-10 years, something like that. Like there's not a lot of people that have that mentality. And what's funny is I get kind of lonely about it. So I actually really do want to hear if you also have done things that make you an exception. Because it's my goal to be an exception. I am not going to be a rote, routine, cookie cutter individual. And I do that on purpose. So I challenge you to do the same. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. And please remember to comment, rate, and please subscribe to this, or share this episode if you liked it at all. And I'm sorry it was more of a rant session. Usually I'm critiquing a sales funnel or dropping some kind of marketing bomb on you. But I just woke up and had that thought, especially after I saw the text from one of my friends. I was like, oh, dude, you gotta get out of that mentality. Stop. It is poison. You will not get anywhere if you keep thinking that. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Sales Funnel Radio. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Have a question you want answered on the show? Get your free t-shirt when your question gets answered on the live Hey Steve show. Visit salesfunnelbroker.com now to submit your question.